Hello everyone, welcome you to Arc Astro Science, and today's video is a new one, is a new concept, that is the Mool Trikona sign or the Mool Trikona rasis of the planets. This video will discuss regarding one of the dignity of the planets. Many a times we have heard that the planets are well disposited in the horoscope. Many a times we see and we check that the planets are in a neutral position, and many a times we become very sad by looking at the disposition of the planets in a inimical sign or maybe in a not very good position to give the best result. Out of all those dignities, one of the dignity is that when the planets are disposited in the Mool Trikona signs or the Mool Trikona rasis. So what are the significations of those Mool Trikona signs? Everything regarding those concepts we will discuss in this video. So don't miss the video, watch it till the end so that you get to understand the Mool Trikona signs of each and every planet and how it works and how it is different from the other signs. So let us start. When we discuss regarding the best dignity of the planet, means when the planets are at very good position, the first best good position is the exaltation signs, means when the planets are in the exalted position, means when we say that the graha is in a ucha position, that is exaltation sign, that is the first position, that is that time the planets are in a very good awareness, that time the planet are in a such a state that it can give the full best result. The second best position is the Mool Trikona sign, that we will discuss today now, and how it is differentiated from the exalted signs and how it proves to be much more better sometimes, that also we will discuss today. So when we start with the Mool Trikona sign, we will first discuss that how it works. Except Sun and Moon, every planet is assigned two signs. Out of the two signs, one of the sign is considered to be the Mool Trikona sign. The other sign is considered to be the own sign. Here, the Mool Trikona sign has got much more good results to be given. Means whenever a planet sits in the own sign, it will give the good result. But when the planet sits in the Mool Trikona sign, it will give the much more good result as compared to the own sign. Here one exception is there. When we talk about the Mool Trikona sign of Moon, Moon has the ownership of over one sign, that is Cancer. But the Mool Trikona sign of Moon is not Cancer, it is Taurus. So we will discuss regarding each and every planet, but I will start with the planet Mars, because Mars rules over Aries, and Aries is the first sign of the natural zodiac. Mars rules over two signs, that is Aries and Scorpio. But out of Aries and Scorpio, the sign Aries is much more closer to the nature of the planet Mars. So we consider Aries as the Mool Trikona sign for Mars, not Scorpio. There is a reason for it. When we consider the sign Scorpio, the Scorpio sign is much more, means when Mars comes to Scorpio, it behaves as if the native is much more passionate, the native is much more determined to gain its goal. The native can be very skeptical, very suspicious in nature, very obsessive and very possessive at times. That can be seen through that particular nature of Mars can be seen through Scorpio. But when we talk about the stature of Mars, Mars is a soldier. Mars takes the order from the king and goes to the battleground and takes the victory of that war. That is what Mars is about. Means that action-oriented Mars, that action-oriented soldier, that impulsive, that energetic soldier, that particular significations can be taken into account from Aries and not Scorpio. That is the reason when Mars comes to Aries, Mars feels as if the signification of Mars is enlightened. Now Mars can do the things what it is actually meant for. When it will go to Scorpio, when Mars will go to Scorpio, it will also give good results. But when it comes to Aries, it behaves brilliant, because Aries is the sign of action, taking action, becoming first in every aspect of life. Such people are very impulsive in nature, very energetic in nature. They like to take actions. That is the reason that energy comes into their body, because it is the actual original sign of the natural zodiac, first sign. So when Mars comes to Aries, it behaves brilliantly, it behaves wonderful. That is the reason Aries is considered as the Mool Trikon sign of Mars. So whenever you check in your chart that Mars is present in the sign of Aries, you can bet that that person is highly energetic, highly impulsive, and very action oriented, tend to complete their work very quickly, they always try to compete. The main excessive important thing for Mars is that competition. That competition Mars can get from Aries, not Scorpio. So Mool Trikona sign of Mars is Aries, rightfully. The second sign of the natural zodiac is Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. So the second planet under our consideration today is Venus. There are two signs under the lordship of Venus, that is Taurus and Libra. But according to the significance and the characteristics of the planet Venus, Taurus is not the Mool Trikona sign for Venus. Libra is the Mool Trikona Rasi for Venus. There is a big reason for that. When we talk about Taurus, Taurus is all about stability, groundedness, security, family, tradition, wealth, food, luxuries, possessions, means attaching with the family. That is also a part of Venus. But when we talk about Venus, the first thing which comes in our mind is love, relationships, diplomatic relationships, business, negotiations. That is the thing which we actually get from the sign of Libra. When Venus comes to the sign of Libra, we can bet that this particular native will believe in taking the love and respect, means giving the love and respect for the others, means taking the care of others. They will think of others first. It will try to bring the balance in their life. That is the Venus in Libra, which makes Libra a much powerful sign than Taurus. So Venus in Libra can be brilliant as compared to Venus in Taurus. Venus in Taurus is much more materialistic in nature, means material possessions, food, wealth, something like that. But Venus in Libra, such people are very balanced in nature, means they try to balance the environment surrounding around them. They will take care of others first, they will think of others first. They will try to do the commitment in the relationships, which are very much important. Whenever they go for the partnership, they will think of their partners. They will think how they can make their partners feel much more easy and comfortable, which is much more essential for relationships, marriage. And that is the reason Venus actually significates spouse, wife for a husband and husband for a wife. It also significates the marriage. And that is the reason Libra is the original seventh sign of the natural zodiac, and the seventh sign deals with marriage. So Libra is the Mool Trikona sign for Venus and not Taurus. The third sign of natural zodiac is Gemini, which is lorded over by Mercury. So the third planet under our consideration today is Mercury. Mercury rules over two signs, that is Gemini and Virgo. Mercury is the significator of speech, Mercury is the significator of communication, and Gemini is the sign of communication, journalism, media. So when Mercury comes to Gemini, the person is very communicative in nature. The person can be very good writer, very good publisher. But the actual essence of Mercury is not all about those media, journalism and communication. The actual essence of Mercury is intelligence. Because when we talk about Mercury, the first thing which comes in our mind is intellect, intelligence. That also logical and analytical intelligence. Because Mercury has the power to discriminate between truth and false, between black and white, between day and night, means what is correct and what is wrong. That discriminatory power, that power to differentiate, that power to analyze something logically, that is the actual power of Mercury. That is the reason Mercury is a very good orator. a Mercurian people can be very good orator because that person is very good analyzer. He or she can speak very logically. That is what Mercury is. So when we take into the logical and analytical intelligence aspect of Mercury, that is not Gemini. That is actually the sign of Virgo, because Virgo is a earthy sign basically. When we talk about the Virgo people, they are much more analytical and much more logical in nature. So when Mercury comes to Virgo, such people become very much, their intelligence is much more analytical. They will speak, they will think 5 times and then they will try to do their actions. They are much more conscious regarding their wealth. They are much more conscious regarding their actions. That is what Mercury in the Virgo is. Gemini is basically that the person is very social in nature. The person can be very communicative, a large group of friend circles. That is also another aspect of Mercury. But the actual essence of Mercury comes out when Mercury comes into the sign of Virgo. Because here also I will discuss one more thing, that Virgo is the original 6th sign of the natural zodiac. Means it is also a part of the trines, that is 2, 6, 10. So here Mercury, when Mercury comes to the sign of Virgo, it behaves brilliant. That is the actual exaltation sign of Mercury also, and Mool Trikon sign of Mercury also. So Mercury becomes very good. It performs wonders when Mercury comes to Virgo. The 4th sign under today, which I will discuss, the 4th planet, that is Moon, because Moon rules over the original 4th house, Cancer. But here is an exception. Cancer is a very emotional sign and Moon is the mind. So when the mind is full of emotions, we cannot concentrate, we cannot focus in our life, the aims of our life. It is very difficult to concentrate in whatever things we are trying to do. That is the reason we don't consider the sign Cancer as the Mool Trikona Rasi for Moon. Basically, the Mool Trikona Rasi for Moon is Taurus. Taurus is a earthy sign. At the same time, Taurus is a fixed sign. Means this particular sign can help the mind, the Moon, to get the necessary control, to get the necessary stability, the groundedness. Here, the uncontrollable mind becomes controllable, because now the mind is under control, and when the mind is under control, we can win the world. Whatever work we try to do, we can achieve that, because now we can think properly. We can use our mind in a positive way. That is the benefit of Moon in Taurus. Not only that, whenever we are alone, negative thoughts, maximum time negative thoughts surround us whenever we are alone. But whenever we are in security within the surroundings of our family, we feel good. Our mind becomes calm and cool. Taurus is actually the sign of 2nd sign of the natural zodiac, which deals with the family, which deals with the family values. So when Moon comes here, the mind becomes much more stable among the family environment. So that is the reason the Mool Trikona sign for Moon is Taurus and not Cancer. The 5th sign of the natural zodiac is Leo, which is lorded over by Sun. The Mool Trikona sign for Sun is Leo. The reason behind is very easy to understand. Sun is the king, Sun is the authority, Sun is the leader. So when Sun comes to the sign of Leo, it feels as if it is sitting in its own throne. The king is sitting in its own throne. Now it can have a very good, very sharp leadership qualities. It can take the decisions of its own. It can make a crowd follow him. That is what the lion is all about. Leo is the lion. So it behaves very good. It performs very good whenever Sun comes to the sign of Leo. Such people are very independent souls. At the same time, they will enjoy all the pleasures and happiness of their life, because the fifth house, original fifth house is Leo, and the original fifth house Leo means, when you talk about the fifth house, it deals with all the pleasures of life, all the things which makes us happy. Means anything which we do and which makes us happy. Suppose we are a good painter. Suppose somebody is doing a painting, and by doing the painting, he or she feels happy. That happiness can be, that pleasure can be encountered from the fifth house, and the original fifth house is Leo. So such type of person are very independent souls. They like to do their work of their own. They can take off the charge, they can do any work, they can try to finish any work whatever they try to do. That is the energy of Sun, because Sun is well dignified in the sign of Leo. So Mool Trikona sign for Sun is Leo. Now I will discuss the planet Jupiter. Jupiter has got the lordship over two signs, that is Sagittarius and Pisces. But the sign Sagittarius is much more closer to the nature of Jupiter as compared to Pisces. Pisces also is also the own sign of Jupiter. When Jupiter comes to Pisces, it will also behave in a good manner. But whenever Jupiter comes to the sign of Sagittarius, it gives much more better result as compared to Jupiter in Pisces. The reason is very simple. Jupiter is the guru, Jupiter is the teacher, preacher, philosopher. The main work of Jupiter is to give the knowledge to its students, to the society, to enlighten the society, to give the higher wisdom and higher intellect, so that the people around them can perform in a very good way for the benefit of the society, for the benefit of the nation. That is all about Jupiter. And when we talk about the sign of Sagittarius, that is the original ninth house. The original ninth house is the house of Dharma, the house of religion, the house of God, the house of luck and fortune, the house of blessings of God, the house of Guru, the house of Father, teachings of Guru and teachings of Father. So whenever Jupiter comes to the sign of Sagittarius, the essence of Jupiter and the essence of the sign Sagittarius completely matches, as if they are made for each other. It behaves in a brilliant way. That is the reason whatever teachings we get from the Guru, it is simply a blessing, because Guru can show us the actual path, that spiritual path, the religious path, the path which can take us to the ultimate enlightenment. That is the sign Sagittarius is all about. So when Jupiter comes to the sign of Sagittarius, as compared to Jupiter in Pisces, Sagittarius Jupiter is brilliant. That is the reason it is rightfully called the Mool Trikona sign of Jupiter. Now, why it is not Pisces? Because we start the spiritual journey, we start the religious journey, we start the journey to understand God from Sagittarius. And while going through that path, we transform ourselves into Pisces, because it is the 12th house, the last house of the natural zodiac, Pisces. Pisces is the house of basically liberation, moksha, universal acceptance, letting things go away. Means now we have no attachment to something, anything else. We want to be secluded, we want to be isolated, and we just want to connect with the higher realm, that is God. So the sign of Pisces has nothing to do with Guru. That is all about the higher realm, the spiritual realm. Means now the journey has already started and the person has completely converted into that particular personality. Now it has nothing to do with the worldly matters. So that is the sign of Pisces. But when you talk about Sagittarius, it has everything to do with Guru, because here Guru is the initiator. Guru will say us, do it this way. That path is much more beneficial for you. This time is beneficial for you. This is to be done, and that is to be ignored. That is to be neglected. This thing will be much more better for you. All these things can be taught by a Guru. That is all about Sagittarius. So Mool Trikona sign for Jupiter is Sagittarius and not Pisces. The last planet which we will talk today about is Saturn. Saturn rules over two signs, that is Capricorn and Aquarius. Out of Aquarius and Capricorn, Aquarius is much more closer to the nature of the planet Saturn, not Capricorn. So Aquarius is the Mool Trikona sign for Saturn, not Capricorn. The reason behind is very simple. Capricorn is the planet, is the sign for work ethics, work environment, duty, commitment, sacrifice, endurance, perseverance, patience. That is all about Capricorn. Means doing the same work, that same monotonous work every day, that routine work, scheduled work. That is Capricorn. Because the work, karma, is significated by Saturn. That is the reason it is the natural 10th house of the zodiac, Capricorn. But while doing the work, we may feel that this work is not meant to be done by us, but we are bound to do. It may sometimes feel that we are doing the work, but I don't like this work. We are doing this work, but this work is not meant for me. I wanted to do something else. But since it is means we are bound to do, since we are under the work ethics, under the working environment, we are doing it. That is Capricorn. But when you talk about the sign of Aquarius, Aquarius Saturn is more like a humanitarian. Means whatever work Aquarius Saturn will do will be much more focused towards the society, towards the benefit of the nation, towards the benefit of the world and universe. Means giving back to the society. Such people are very eccentric in nature. They are basically a reformer, a transformer. Revolutions can be seen through the Aquarius Saturn. Inventions, discoveries, explorations, that can be seen through Aquarius Saturn. That is the reason Aquarius peoples are very futuristic, very thoughtful and very researchful in order to make something good for the society. They will also work, but they will work for their merit. They will work for whatever they like to do. Not like Capricorn, means that monotonous work. No. Aquarius people are much more mindful that whatever they are doing, they know what they are doing and they love what they are doing. They are trying to make something which are not only beneficial for them, but also for the society. That is Saturn and Aquarius, the linkage between them. That is the reason Aquarius Saturn is a very good example of humanitarian, because Saturn also signifies the unprivileged people. So until and unless we do benefit for the unprivileged people, how can we get the actual essence of Saturn? If we are not doing anything for the people who are not in a good dignity, not means unprivileged people, then how the humanity will survive? That is what Saturn teaches in Aquarius. If you remember the symbol of Aquarius, a man is holding a pitcher and tilting the pitcher, the water is flowing down. That means giving back to the society, helping the people who are unprivileged, doing something better for the nation, for the world, which can bring about reformation, which can bring about revolution. That is actually Saturn in Aquarius and not Saturn in Capricorn. Obviously Saturn in Capricorn is also good because it's own sign, but when you talk about the good dignity of Saturn, that is Aquarius. So we call rightfully the Mool Trikona Rasi for Saturn is Aquarius, not Capricorn. So this was the 7 planets: Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, and their Mool Trikona signs or rasis. Here we have not considered the planets Rahu and Ketu, because the Mool Trikona rasis for Rahu and Ketu are debatable, because they are shadow planets and direct ownership of any sign has not been assigned to them. Although Rahu is the co-owner of Aquarius along with Saturn, and Ketu is the co-owner of Scorpio along with Mars, but they have not been given a complete ownership of any sign. So it is debatable. So we will not discuss today here Rahu and Ketu. We have discussed regarding the other 7 planets and their Mool Trikona signs and why they are assigned that particular signification of Mool Trikona Rasis and not other signs. One thing I will discuss here, that when planets are in their Mool Trikona sign, they behave in a home environment as if they are in a much more comfortable zone as compared to exalted planets. For example, Sun in Leo will behave as if the king is sitting in the throne as compared to Sun in Aries, because Sun in Aries, Sun gets exalted. That is the best position for Sun. But when Sun comes to Leo, it becomes much more comfortable as if it is its own home. So many a times Mool Trikona sign planets gives better result as compared to exalted planets. So by this I will end this video. I hope you have liked this video, and if you have liked this video, press the like button, share it among your friends so that they come to know about the Mool Trikona Rasis and the related planets. You can type onto the comment box regarding your queries and opinion of this video. Subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed yet. Press the notification bell icon so that you get notified instantly whenever I make a video regarding the Vedic astrology. Take care of yourself, and I am signing off for today. Next time when I come back, I will bring a new video for all of you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.